Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. And in today's video, we're going to talk about credit repair. We're going to talk about the results that we get for our clients. And also, I want to talk about something that is very important, why I'm going to start to really focus hard on getting you to work on your credit. I don't care if you come to us, whatever you do, you got to do this. If you don't do it, it is going to be, you're going to get left out. I'll just put it that way. Coming in the future, you can already see that it's just building up and building up. There's going to be a tsunami of credit, access to credit, tsunami of money in the market, tsunami of wealth being created by people who just were in the right position. Our credit scores is like our reputation when we're doing work with other people, when we want to get a loan or start a business. This is the foundation of being able to move forward financially and to build wealth for you and your family. I can my testimony to it, like, this is something that I've done, and I can see that there's a different level of access, a different level of privilege that is given to you if you get this side of your life taken care of, which is the credit side. No matter what other people think of you, no matter what people try to do to hold you back, there are these three sets of numbers that can make you stand apart from anybody. It don't matter who it is, that can make you stand apart and allow you to be able to move forward in your life rather than worrying about what other people try to tell you what to do. So, but there's going to be a tsunami. Like, you look at the stock market. Stock market is going up and down right now. Let me tell you the reason why it goes up and down right now is because the companies are positioning themselves, the investors are taking out their profits. They're like, they don't want to do it too much at a time, but you can see that some of the days that it's going down, they're taking their profits out. They're resetting themselves. Don't be fooled. People, they want you to think that things are just going down like today and you don't pay attention to it tomorrow, or you don't pay attention to it next week. They're taking their profits because this is something that you do. This is something that me and my wife learned that you have to do. There's an old saying. It says that pigs get slaughtered. That means that the stock will never just always go up. It could, but what tends to happen is that people at some point, investors, I got to take profits out and I'll leave some shares in there. And that's where the pigs get slaughtered, because once that starts to happen, you could lose your money. And I actually lost over $200,000. I won't say I lost $200,000. I lost $200,000 in value by just sticking with stocks. Even though those stocks did go back up, but I had lost that money in that gain in value because I didn't sell when it had went way up. Like, it was just so far up that me and my wife should have sold. And so, but we learned our lesson on that. We still made $150,000. We would have just made $350,000, which is, a big difference. But you got to live and learn, right? The housing market, it is going. Let me tell you something. I mean, they try to scare you about getting a house. They try to say it's better to rent than to own a home. Are they crazy? Are they effing crazy? Like, when I see news reports, or I see people like Grant Cardone or Robert Kiyosaki telling people not to buy houses, and these people are going out there putting investment groups together, and they're just sweeping up homes. And what do you think they're going to do with those homes? Did you know that right now? Did you know right now? You can look this up for yourself, that there is a housing shortage. So if there's a housing shortage, what happens when there's a shortage? Prices go up. What people need to do, and what I'm advising you to do, which is the same advice that I gave to myself when I had to get my financial house in order, my credit house in order, and to buy a house in order, is that you got to prioritize what you want and need. And a roof over your head where you don't have a landlord that's just running, rough shot over you, telling you what you got to do, coming in, inspecting, doing all types of stuff. You own your own home. You have that power. You can do whatever you want to it. Yeah, the taxes could go up. When the taxes go up on landlords, you know what they do? They raise the rent. So don't be fooled by these people who are telling you, don't do this stuff, don't go buy a house, don't participate in this economy. They are fooling you. These corporations and companies and investors are making millions and billions of dollars. So now, where is the foundation? Where does the foundation start? It starts with your credit. And I know how people think. I think the same way. Is when someone presents something to me, you always want to see the proof of what can happen, and then you start to work backwards on where you'll be like, okay, these are some results. Okay, now let's work backwards because I got to kind of put these results onto where I'm at. Because some people believe that their credit is so bad they can't even move up. Like they just like, I'm afraid to even talk to y'all about it. Like they hesitate. And I'm here to tell you, there is no reason to hesitate about working on your credit. The sooner you get to working on your credit, the sooner it will be repaired. No, I cannot give you a guaranteed date. No one can give you a guaranteed date. But what we can guarantee is that you will have hard work done for you, and it will be like a team. It will be like a team. And what I'm going to show you is some results that we just posted from some clients. I told my staff, just grab me, 10, 15 people. I just want to post them. Because these are, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to post people that had low scores and how their scores are going up. And you can see this posted on our website right here. So let me see if I can kind of blow this screen up a little bit. I think you hit this key to kind of blow it up. There we go. I think that's what you do here. You're trying to blow this screen up here. Do you hit the... Well, wasn't able to blow... Well, I got it a little bit, but you can go on there. So this video is number one about what you could potentially be thinking about, because other people think about this when coming to work with allow the credit repair shop to work on their credit, to repair their credit, number one, and then help them increase their scores. Now, let me tell you something that happens during the process is that you can see here where people scores 30 points, 35 points, 35 points. These people had significant increases. So all of these people were low 500s. This person had a 30-point increase. There's 70 some points. So these are people that are, in the mid-level where you potentially could be with your credit. And so that, just like you might be thinking right now, this is how these individuals were thinking. So when you come to work with us with the credit repair shop, I'm going to show you exactly the process so you can have certainty about how things will be done, so you won't have any fears, so you won't have any buyer's remorse. But I will tell you right now, up front, 100% transparent, is that no, we cannot tell you when your credit will be fixed. We can tell you that if you keep pushing through, it will get repaired. And this one here, this was an updated score. Obviously, they had to have more deletions than this to have a 30-point and a 71-point and a 54-point increase. And the reason why these scores could be different is, and this is a big question that a lot of people will ask us, they'll be like, well, why are my scores not matching across the board? And that's because each of the credit reporting agencies have their own algorithm on how they figure credit scores. And also some stuff may be reported on one or two reports, and it's not reported on the other report. And that can happen depending on what type of credit you got approved for. So right here, this here shows some of the people where I just said, get me some results, and we're just going to throw them up. Look at this one here, 45 negative items that were deleted. They had a little bit of a jump. Now, a person in this situation, if you don't have, and this goes to the other part, a question that a lot of people ask, it's like, stuff is getting deleted, but my scores are not really jumping all the way up. And that could be because you don't have other credit that you're paying on. See, remember, the algorithm is going to read if you are paying on stuff. So right now, if you have bad credit, it's reading that you have negative information on your credit reports, and you have positive stuff that you're continuing to pay on time, no late payment, stuff like that. And also that your debt to income ratio is not, overwhelmingly high. And also your credit utilization, if you have credit cards, is under 30% of the balance that you're carrying forward every month. If that is good across the board, then when you remove the negatives, your scores will jump up. And you saw that with some of the other examples, the samples that I just showed you earlier. But if you don't have stuff that you're paying on, your scores may not take a huge jump. And if you look at the logic, they can't take a huge jump because you may not have other credit that you're paying on, or you're not managing that credit the way that you should be managing. And I'm going to get into that in a second on the next page. So we can see here, this individual made it into the 700s, and there's still work being done on other stuff. It could be with this bureau because all three are done at different times. Bureaus do not care what another bureau takes off. They do not care about that. So you can always, if you can get this in your mind, when you're repairing your credit, you have three battles that you're going through with the bureaus, and then you have additional battles that you're going through for all of the different, if you have collections or accounts that were sold to other companies, that is another battle. But that's, but right up front, that's in your face, that you're going to have to battle with the three bureaus, and they do not care what another bureau does. So you can see here some more people here. And then with our program, I'm giving away a free book that can kind of educate you about how the credit system works. I'm learning that a lot of people just do not understand how the credit system works. And so with everyone who signs up, I give this book here. And this is in your hand, mailed to you. This is not an ebook. The Real Credit Secrets. It's going to be everything that you need to know about how credit works. That's the thing, how credit works. When you understand that, then you will know, like, why does my score fluctuate? How do they even figure? Like, what percentages of the things that I have on my report count? How do they count towards my overall credit score? And and then I give you 4 free bonuses with that also, which is 1, so you can secure auto loan at the lowest rate, how to get a mortgage at the lowest rates, how to get a credit card, how to never be turned down for a credit card, and the guaranteed ways to boost your scores. So now let's get into real quick. Let's do a quick review. When you are working on your credit, step 1 is you need to review your credit reports and your scores. You need to know where you're at. This is like your starting point. You can't move forward and get somewhere if you don't know where you're starting at, because you'll just be going in circles. And so it's a very important thing that you need to do. And if you need your credit reports and scores, there's a link below this video, or we can help you get them if you decide to sign up with us. That's part of our sign up process. Is you can go to www.your3scores.com to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian credit reports. Next thing that you need to do, you need to put a plan of action in place to accomplish your goals. So just like I mentioned a little bit in the previous screen, you got to look at what you're facing. Some stuff may be fresh, some stuff may be old and outdated, some stuff may be unfairly showing you in a light that's not compliant with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Some stuff may be with debt collectors where it could be duplicate accounts. Some stuff may be showing inaccurate information with balances, inaccurate information because it was paid and closed, inaccurate information where it was sold to a debt collector and they're still showing it as an open account, a charge off with a balance. They can't do that stuff. So the plan of action that we put in place is we do a full review of your credit reports, and we want to see what's going on. But another huge benefit of that is that you're going to know what's going on. Because if you don't know what's going on, you're not going to really understand how stuff is working for you throughout the process. All you're going to just be thinking is, well, is work being done? Well, we need to define what that work is. If we can define what that work is, define and show you how that work is being done, then you'll feel more comfortable. You'll say, okay, I know that the process is working. Now, part of the process that we utilize, I'm going to get into that in a minute, but we give you access to a portal where you can see all of the work that's being done for you. Now, step 3 is consistency. Just like anything that you do in life, if you are trying to lose weight, you got to be consistent with exercise, consistent with watching your calories. If you're trying to make more money, you got to be consistent with working, with, doing the work that you do. If you're trying to repair your credit, you got to be consistent with continually working on the information that is negatively affecting you on your credit. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I work on it once, it should just fix itself because this stuff should not be on my credit reports. I wish that it was that way. But if you think about it from the other side, what I like to do is to get people to start thinking about what the other side is either going through or doing, and that can help you with your expectations. Now, imagine that you are a company, and yes, you are a multi-billion-dollar company that is trusted with our personal information, our data. But part of you being that multi-billion-dollar company that's trusted with our data to provide credit information to potential creditors who want to extend credit to us is that you also have clients who are the creditors who put information on the credit reports. So in a way, they're kind of stuck in the middle. Now, I'm not trying to make any excuses for them, but if you can imagine this, they are trying to make sure that their customers are able to put the data on there because they want to maintain, and I misspelled consistency on here. That's incredible. They want to maintain their they want to maintain their autonomy as a company. They want to maintain their relationship with their clients, and they also want to maintain their relationship with us to be compliant with what they're reporting. So, that's going to be what you need to understand when moving forward. So, because this is one of the frustration points that a lot of people have, and we prepare our clients for this because there are certain things that you control, certain things that we control, and certain things that neither one of us control once it gets into the hands of these credit reporting agencies. And that's why it's very important that you be consistent. You have to be consistent with what you're disputing. You got to be consistent with the back and forth with the furnishers, which could be debt collectors or even original creditors, about the way that they're putting your information on your credit reports. Like you have to have a level of consistency, and this is part of what makes this what we do. It's just the work. That's what I call it. I call it hard work. Is that you got to put in that hard work, and you can see the results over time. And no one can guarantee when that time will happen for someone, but you can almost guarantee that it will happen because at some point everything will come together. Now, the next thing is step 4 is you have to change your bad financial behaviors. And I believe that these two work hand in hand. Let me give you some example. Let me tell you a quick story about a husband and wife. Husband and wife comes to us to repair their credit. Both of them share the same credit, same negative information because they both applied for credit at the same time, and they, the credit was extended to both of them, so it was in both of their names. It was shown on both of their credit reports. We started working on their credit, and the wife's credit report was just like fast paced, everything was just working out, negatives being removed, credit score going up. Husband's stuff, even though it's the same information, was not happening for the husband. And he got very, very frustrated. Like, just to tell you the end of the story is that the husband ended up, stopping the service. And but the wife continued. Her score is all the way close to 800 now. But the wife called customer service and said, just, because people can call us and we just go over their results. Some people want to have that done, and we do offer that. And the wife, somehow in a roundabout way got to talking about her the situation with her husband. She was saying that she wished that he would have stayed with the program because he is not doing too well with his credit right now, and is very frustrated about being able to move forward in his life financially. And you can understand, as the husband, leader of the household, you want to make sure that your stuff is up to par, because you, in a way, at least in my household, it might be different with yours, that the husband sets the pace. Husband stuff right, wife stuff right is right. It just sets the pace. Now, I'm not saying that that's everybody's family. I'm just saying that that's how my family is, and that's how she expressed it. That's how their family was set up, and her husband was having a hard time. And she had said that she was going to, up front, is that he hasn't changed his bad financial behaviors. And it's a crazy thing that, there's an old saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And with this situation here is that when I look back at it, the wife signed up both of them for credit repair services, but the husband was not fully on board with even working on his credit. Some people get into a mode of it's either too bad to get fixed, or they're just going to pay cash for everything. And I'm here to tell you, I tried that route, paying cash for everything. You can put your money to a lot better uses, trust me. But people get into that mode, and she had said that he was just in that mode, and that's understandably. We don't tell people how to live their lives, but she said that he's having a hard time. And I think that once an individual is fully ready, where they just burn their bridge and say, I'm just going to either do the work themselves, and they just going to be consistent about doing it, or they're going to let a company do it and they're let that consistency work. But you got to change your behaviors, because if you're negative, I'm here to say, for anything that you do in life, it doesn't matter, credit repair, getting out of debt, losing weight, being a good husband, being a good father, a good mother, friend, all of that. If you are negative, you are going to retract people and good things from happening for you. People always say, well, it's a miracle. Well, it's a miracle partly because you changed the way that you think. You allowed miracles to come to you because you start to see the positives in things. One part of a positive is that you just get started, and that you just dedicate to changing your bad financial habits and letting the process just work. Like, that's a huge part of it. And now step 5 is you need to enjoy your life. You don't need to let time pass. There was I was watching a Netflix video, Netflix documentary yesterday, and they were talking about where people hadn't seen their relatives or friends, they haven't talked to them for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And then one lady hadn't talked to her father for 20 years. And the crazy thing about it is that just because you're in a bad place right now, and you don't want to deal with it, there will come a time that you got to deal with it. And I see this a lot with people with their credit. There will come a time that you got to deal with it. And here's the crazy thing about it, is that when that time comes, it's going to be like you go back to the past. It's going to, like, you think, or some people think that, okay, if I just don't worry about my credit, I just put it in the back of my mind. It's like it's in a little box and you put it in a corner in a room and you don't worry about it and you try to move forward. The day that you need your credit, that box is going to be like right in your face. That imaginary box that you put your bad credit in and you said you're not going to worry about it, it's going to be like it's just sitting right in your hands, right in your face, and you're going to have to deal with it. And so what I tell people to do is don't lead your life that way. You need to, and it's the quickest way to start enjoying life. And it's not just about credit and debt. It's just by attacking and taking care of things now. Doing things now helps you start to enjoy your life now and faster. It just, that's just the way that it is, and you will see the result of that if you start to work on your credit, start to get your debt under control, change those bad behaviors, consistently work on your credit, work the plan. Plan can be changed as things go along, and make sure you're always reviewing your reports and scores on a monthly basis so you can know what's going on, and you'll be able to enjoy your life. You'll be able to have excellent credit, and just more good things will happen to you. So everyone who signs up with the Credit Repair Shop will get the free book, The Real Credit Secrets, everything you need to know about how credit works. My 4 free bonus, these are like flashcards. On the front tells you what to do, and on the back side gives you a plan of action. To get started, it's only $11.95 to get started, and your first service fee is pushed back 14 days. So we will start and get all of your disputes and everything out for you. Total fee is $775 plus the $11.95. We break them up into plans. A lot of people are saying, like, what's the difference between the plans? There is no difference between the plans unless you are couples. There is a discount for the couples, but all the individual plans, $775 and $11.95, and it's for 1 full year of services. You get 1 full year of services. And so what happens? What happens when you sign up? So if you decide to sign up right now, you're going to sign up. It's going to take you to a page, and it's going to either, give you the opportunity to put in your information, or you can wait until we give you a call back. It doesn't matter. We're going to give you a welcome call anyway. But if you want to get a head start, it's on the second page. It's going to give you step 2 of the process, and you can go ahead and get that filled out. That has to do with getting some of the ID information that we're going to need to start working on your credit, and we're going to need your credit reports and scores. But don't worry, we're going to give you a call regardless, because we're going to want to do a review to get that game plan in action. Everyone who signs up with the services will also get a portal where you will have a portal where you will be able to see the work that is being done for you 24/7, 365 days a week. Credit service portal to see your reports, see stuff that's being worked on. And again, like I had mentioned earlier, you got to get your audit and your goal setting review consultation. You got live customer service during business hours. You got payment reminders. Some people say, well, when my service payment is coming up, can you just remind me? Yes, we send an email payment reminder to you. What we're going to do is we're going to dispute with the credit reporting agencies, original creditors, if they have information on there that is inaccurate because they may be sold to a debt collector, or something that is unfavorable to you because of the way that they place the information on there and you believe that it is inaccurate. We handle all direct disputes with debt collectors and validations with debt collectors. You will start to see results. Now, this is very important. You will start to see results, but not finished, and we're not promising that your credit repair process is completed with the first round of disputes, because just like I said, the companies have millions of people that are trying to get information verified or investigated, and they're getting information from their clients, who are the debt collectors and the original creditors, and that all of that information has to go back and forth, and some of the time it is not done. What I tell people to prepare for is that the hard work is going to be done. If you get full results in 45 days, great for you. But most people, it's not going to happen. But you could start to see that work is being done. You're going to see that results come back. Maybe they say that they need more information. We handle all of that stuff. And we continue with that consistency. So what I want you to do, you fill in your information here. Go ahead and do your credit card. It's only going to be the $11.95. This one here with the $55.30 every 2 weeks for the service fee payment. And you'll get an alert before that happens. And the services last for 1 full year. Not to say that it's going to take a full year to repair your credit. That's going to depend on the things that you need to have worked on and the type of negative credit that you need to have worked on. Another thing, just to kind of go over the payment structure. So this one here is every 14 days, 55.36 until your 775 is paid in full. This plan B is 110.71 until your 775 is paid in full, and then plan C 192.86 until your 775 is paid in full. It's a monthly plan. These are all monthly. And then we have a couples plan here, and it's you get a discount. It'll be 7 months. 192.86 is what you would be paying, and it's 23.90 when you sign up. And both of you will get copies. So you have your own copy of the book. Both of you will get 24/7, 365 access to a portal to show your results. It's private to each of you, even though you are a couple. You will have your own login, and you will be able to see your results. You will both get a review of what's on your credit reports also. All right, thank you for your time. If you need help with your credit, remember to visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video. Let me take you to that page here. Watch the video, what makes us different. Let me show you where that's at on here. A lot of people say, well, where is that video? What makes you different? Right here. It's going to pop up here in a second. All right, so we can see these are my scores. They're actually a little bit higher right now. Right here, this video, what makes my services different than others? This is a video I made years ago. I do have an updated video also, but this one here, the process remains the same. We did change our the cost of our service went up, and that's just due to the additional services that we provide within that service. So there's more value in it. You can see some other testimonials. You can see some other results. I made a results video here. You can see results from people who sent in their stuff here. You can see other results, scores that have went up for people, deletions. You can see a whole bunch of the work that we've done. So if you're ready to get started, all you have to do is go hit that see the plans and pricing button, and you can get started. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com. Grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you early in the game, grab my 3-pack of letters. The link is below this video. A statute of limitations letter, debt validation letter, and cease and desist collection activities letter. Thank you for your time. This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com. Please like this video. When you like my videos, you are helping yourself. I'm helping you, but when you like the videos, you're helping other people get help. So by me helping you, you like the video, you help other people get help. Please subscribe to the channel, post your questions and comments. It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.